So in a matter of 2 weeks, I've spoken to 2 different people who are planning on starting their own business, and one similar problem they have is not having money to start the business, that is the capital. And that's what inspired this video. In this video, I'm going to tell you how you can source for money to start your business, whether large scale or small scale. It works out perfectly. So make sure to stick to the end so that you not miss out on any of these amazing points. My name is Jabilan Hussein, and my channel is where you can get answers to whatsoever questions you have concerning your business. On my channel, I talk about pretty much anything that relates to money, business, financing, entrepreneurship, and so on. So you might want to hit that subscribe button so that you not miss out on any of my amazing videos, because my videos are amazing. So now you have a business plan and you have it all drafted out, but you don't have money to fund the business. Then get a job. Yes, get a job. Working jobs has been one of the oldest and most effective ways of making money, so it's not such a big deal. So this is old, but it's not old-fashioned. So if you're in need of money to start your business, then I advise you get a job. Now it doesn't matter the kind of job you're getting, whether it relates to your business or not, whether you have the skill or not, but just make sure something that you can do, and just make sure you have the right age and so on, because there's some countries that do not allow you to work, I think, till you're 16 or till you're 18 or so on. So just make sure the job suits you, you can do it. Now there are different types of jobs. There are jobs that pay you daily, there's jobs that pay you every hour, there are jobs that pay you monthly or so on. But I'll advise you get a job that somehow relates to whatever business you want to start. Well, let's say you want to start a restaurant, like you want to start a restaurant, then I'll advise you work in a restaurant firm, maybe a fast food or something, so you can get the experience, get the idea, get more ideas, so you can make your business more profitable in the long run. All right, now you have a job. Now let's say you stay alone and you are catering for yourself, and now you need money for maintenance, for drugs, for food, and so on. So now how would you then save for business? And that brings us to the next point, which is saving. Saving is simply preserving money. Yes, it's simply saving money. I mean, that's very self-explanatory, so I won't go much into that. So now you could actually save up maybe your monthly income, your weekly income, your daily income, and then you can start up your business. But what happens when you have other responsibilities like food, or maybe your fees, NEPA bill, and so on? Now there are a lot of platforms that help you to save money effectively. Like there's lots of apps. I mean, even a country like Nigeria, Piggyvest is a very good platform that helps you save money effectively for something for the future. And there are a lot of other platforms. You could even make use of a savings box. I mean, an old-fashioned saving box can do a lot. Maybe you could just decide to put in a certain amount of money every single day. Then in 1 month, 2 months, it can amount to a whole lot of money. I remember when my sister used to save I think 1,000 naira every single day during her NYC period. I mean, when she got back, she made a whole lot of money. Now let's say you have a lot of responsibilities, like maybe buying food, house maintenance, and maybe you have a family, I mean, school fees, student school fees, and so on. If you have those kind of problems, like that kind of problem, then I advise you use the 50, 30, and 20 method of saving money. And I'm going to explain that in the next 10 seconds. All right, the 50, 30, and 20 method of saving money is when you receive your maybe monthly or weekly income, and then you divide it into 3 places. 50% of it goes to your needs, like food, drugs, everything. Then 30% of it goes to your wants, that is data subscription, Netflix, and so on. And then 20% goes to your savings. So that is pretty much everything about the 50, 30, and 20 method of saving money. Moving on to the next one. Let's say you have $1 million idea, like your business idea is so big that I'm not sure you can actually save up to get that kind of money. So now what do? Venture capital and angel investors. So I'm going to start with who is an angel investor. Now, an angel investor is an individual who invests in promising companies in exchange for a piece of their company. It could be maybe a certain percentage of share in the company. Now, venture capital is a private fund that investors give to companies or small businesses that have high potential of growing later on in future. And this method actually works if you already have the business, or you already started the company but you need more money to maybe grow the company or take it to a different level. And also, no angel investor is going to invest in a company that does not have high growth potential. So just make sure your business is going to be scalable, it has a high growth potential, and then you're good to go. Let's say you don't want to go to the stress of maybe getting a job or saving money or seeking for angel investors and so on. Then you can ask your friends and your family. So I have a friend whose parents are willing to fund whatever business she wants to start, like whatsoever business. She actually came to me and was like, Jabulani, what business do you think I could start that would be profitable and so on? I was just advising her. Then I now asked her, okay, where would you get the money? And she was like, my dad said he was going to fund whatever business I'm going to come up with. And I was like, wow. So yes, your parents can help you fund your business. Your friends, your family, your relatives can help fund your business. You could just call a few and tell them about your business plan and so on. Then they could even give you for free. They could give you as a loan, but either ways it still works out. So that brings us to the next one, which is getting a loan. And when it comes to getting a loan, for me there are three, should I say subheadings, or I don't know what. Okay, let's say they're divided into three. And the first one is getting loans from individuals. Now there's some individuals who can offer loan to you for a decent amount of interest. I mean, you could get a loan for, okay, let me use Nigerian currency for example. You could get a loan for 100,000 naira to return 120,000 naira in a matter of 1 month or 2 months, but that all depends on the agreement and so on. Now this type of loan, you may likely not need a collateral, yes, compared to maybe a bank loan or whatsoever. Yes, you may not need a collateral, but this kind of loans, I think you have to have a guarantor, and the person issuing out the loan for you, I'm sure it's going to be someone that knows you or something. And the number two, should I say, type of loan or whatsoever you may call it, is getting from loan apps. Now over the time, there are lots of apps that issue out loans. I know a few. I know Fair Money. I know there are actually a lot of them. Like you can just go on Play Store, App Store and download a few. I love this method because they don't need collaterals. I know you can be wondering, what if you decide to run away with their money and refuse to pay them back? I mean, everything is online, right? Yes, well, you can do that, but just that before you actually get the loan, you're going to give them some really confidential information about yourself, like your home address, your phone numbers of your relatives and so on, even your BVN. So you could run away to whatever country you want to run to, they can still find you. Right, and the last type of loan I'm going to be talking about is the bank loan. And just like all other loans, they have their good side and their bad side. And the good side to bank loan is you could get lots of money, like millions, even up to billions from the bank. Yes, and I think that's everything on the good side.
So on to the bad side.
Now you're going to need a collateral. It could be a house, it could be a land, or something very, very valuable, something that can actually match up with the amount of money you want to borrow. Another thing is your bank statement matters. Yes. Yeah, whatever. Sorry, that was my roommate. He just came to disturb me a little bit. So you cannot walk up to a bank and request for maybe 5 million naira loan. And when they look at your bank statement, they are seeing like 2,000 naira, 5,000 naira, highest 10,000 naira. And before you can actually think of getting a bank loan, then I think you should have a pretty amazing bank statement. I mean, imagine your bank seeing 1 million naira, 5 million naira going out and coming in your bank account. Then if you go to them and be like, I need 10 million naira loan, and so on, I mean, they're going to give it to you because they know you can actually pay the money back. Next is looking out for pitch competitions. Now, what is a pitch competition? In my own understanding, a pitch competition is when you have an idea, business idea, and then you pitch it out to investors. The difference between a pitch competition and actually pitching out to angel investors is that a pitch competition, there are other competitors, so you have to compete against maybe 10, 20 of them. Yes, I've been in 2 pitch competitions. The first one I actually lost the competition, and the second one I actually made it past the first stage, but I lost on the second stage. Right, so all you have to do is just go on stage, pitch out your idea to an investor, and then he invests in your business. Now, choosing any of these methods depends on the kind of business you want to start. Is it a large-scale business or just a startup or just a little business? I mean, a small business. So it all depends on the kind of business you want to start. So you could be asking which of these methods is the best, like the best. But actually, there is no best. It all depends on the kind of business you want to start. Is it a small business or a large scale business? That all depends on the kind of business you want to start. That's it for this video, and thanks for sticking to the end of the video. I hope you learned a lot, and I'm sure you're wondering why I changed the clothes and the background. Sorry, I made a mistake in the first clip. I had to redo it again. So my name is Jabulani Hussein, and on this channel I talk about everything that relates to business, entrepreneurship, finance, how to make money, and so on. So be sure to subscribe so you cannot miss out on any of my amazing videos, and I'm going to see you in my next video. So bye for now. Peace.